Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakudash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Haru Well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawadah from the Men of Valor campaign, Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth, and Lord willing, it can be edifying. And man, got a beautiful article right here, all right, through the Spirit from zeroheads.com. We're going to get into it, man. Prophecy is definitely playing out before our very faces on a day-to-day basis. And the Lord is showing that he's, putting the Spirit on these devils to bring it on, man. So from right here, you have, let's get right into it. It says, experts warn of digital enslavement as Amazon pushes palm scan payment system. It says, e-commerce giant Amazon has just launched new tech that makes it far easier to sign up for its palm scanning payment service, sparking renewed concerns among privacy experts, with some warning it's another pebble in the growing rock pile of big tech-enabled oral-style digital enslavement. It says Amazon announced on March 28 that it had just launched a new app that lets first-time users of its Amazon One biometric payment service sign up for it from the comfort of their home, instead of having to do it at the physical store. So they're making this more convenient by taking a photo of a hand and uploading it to Amazon servers. Until today, customers had to visit a physical location to hover their palm over an Amazon One device to sign up for the service. That company said in a press release, now they can sign up for Amazon One from home, work, or on the go. The benefits for users, according to Amazon, is convenience. Retailers are promised benefits from faster lines and more frictionless in-store experience, says Amazon, whose palm scanner are found in numerous retail locations across the country and have been used over 8 million times. And for reference, if there's a video from Elder Benatazakba, and it was a Jake couple, and she was paying with her palm. Now she said, I'm not sure if she said she was in the military or something like that, and she had it, but right here, it hasn't. I'm gonna keep reading, but I'm not sure if they're actually putting the C-hip in that wrist quite yet. But nonetheless, they're scanning a palm, like a palm reader or some shit, and we know that's gonna just transfer. Like, this is basically gradualism, man. They're getting people used to hovering their hands over shit. And then when the damn C-hip comes, it's already something that's natural. Just like the gradualism of using the debit card. And then it went from first you had to swipe the card. Now it's rare that you swipe it. Then it went to inserting the chip. And see, that was more gradualism because they were introducing you to that word chip. Oh, do you have the chip? They would go and ask you that. And now you hover it. You don't even have, you just basically touch it or hover it because of the NFC technology, which is near field communication, which is synonymous with the RFID, which is radio frequency identification, right? And so they introduced that, and now people are used to that. Now they're taking it that next step by hovering your hand, not needing a phone. Now they got a step after that. They got the whole the Apple wallets and stuff, man, and the Samsung wallets, Samsung Pay, Apple Pay, all that shit, and you can, scan it and hover it, and now they're gonna take the phone away, and now it's just with your hand. And what's next after that? That C-hip, man. So we see it. If you have the spiritual eyes to see and the spiritual ears to hear, man. It says when Amazon first announced it in 2020 that it was rolling out its biometric payment service, a number of privacy experts sounded the alarm, with some calling it a terrible idea because there are few laws to hold big tech accountable for keeping Americans' sensitive personal information safe, or from preventing them from selling it to others or abusing it in other ways. Now the launch of Amazon's new app that could turbocharge the handing over of biometric data to a company with a history of data leaks and breaches has drawn fresh criticism. Much of the renewed criticism centers on the idea that Amazon is making it easier to harvest more personal data that could potentially be exploited as part of a tech-enabled system of social surveillance and control. All right, and nobody's gonna stop it because this is the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right, so your privacy, and this is why we spend so much time and do so many videos sending that warning out, because when it's done, they're gonna block off any information to where it opposes their ideas. All right, mainly the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because we're saying how this fits in the prophecy. They're bringing it as your privacy is being infringed upon. All right, but that's what comes with being, the damn devil. They already know your location. They already know your whereabouts. Now they're going to have control of all of your money. So if you have anything to say against them, they can simply cut you off from that system and you'll be a pariah, right? It says, Amazon did not respond to a request for a comment for this story. All right, digital cattle. It says James Lindsay, founder of the New Discourses and author of several books, including Race, Marxism, and Social Injustice or Justice, told the Epoch Times that he sees the development as fresh evidence of a broader push towards tech-enabled digital enslavement by way of a series of nodes that include central bank digital currencies or CBDCs and universal basic income. And these are all talking points that we have made, man, and how they're using this as gradualism. And now one of the biggest companies in the world, in Amazon, is allowing people to pay with their palm, with their have a digital wallet set up and being able to pay with their palm. Then they could very well come out with a C-Hub, just like how different companies have a credit card or whatnot. You go to a store, you can get a credit card from that store. They could have branded C-Hubs. I'm just speaking through the spirit. All right. Oh, you got the Amazon one, you got the Apple one, you got the Google one. But either way, it's all going to be tied into that system, man. All right. It's not specific in the scriptures as to that, but hey, this is a way that they can easily do it. All right, that C-Hub is still a C-Hub. And we know that these big companies, they basically run the country. They run they have more power, a lot of them, than the damn government. But they're all tapped into the elites as well, man. All right, it's all part of this damn devil's system. Nonetheless, so regardless how they do it, but this is just another way that they could do it, man. Using these big companies that own everything. And if you don't get down with it, you're not going to be able to use these services, man. All right, and that's plain. But this is the time where we're going to detach from this system, man. It says it is real, he said when asked about the risk of digital enslavement at the hands of a tech-driven constellation of mechanisms that include China's social credit system. And that's what China already has going on. They're already monitoring people's credit system. PayPal was doing something too. If they saw something that you were saying on the internet and they would basically give you a $2,500 fine, man. All right, that was something that was going on maybe like a year or two ago. So, hey, if you're not getting, and we were failed on a social credit system, man. All right, because we're not like these people of the world. Simple as that, which is why we're going to be totally detached when Esau does fully push this, Lord willing. It says China's social credit system, which lets the communist-controlled surveillance state punish and reward people for certain behaviors, in which is being copied in a number of countries. We have not implemented the Chinese system here fully yet, he said. If we had, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Exactly. Because any type of acknowledgement or defiance of this system where you would be punished. All right. We speaking in defiance of it and according to the scriptures. So, in that time, we wouldn't be able to say these certain things and just be able to walk around freely. They'd be trying to come after us. It says Mr. Lindsay offered commentary on the Amazon One app rollout and on a post on X, writing that they are pushing the digital slave ID really hard, and I will not be a digital cattle. He expanded on the idea in a subsequent thread in which he laid out a case for how the evil technocrats overlook people's humanity and see consumers as little more than domesticated animals to be milked for profit or tapped for other uses. I am therefore saying that the technocrats will establish a system where we are as cattle to them, centers of data to be harvested, he wrote in one of the posts. And that's where I think about the World Economic Forum too, with Klaus Schwab says you will own nothing to be happy. All right, everything's going to be straight up fed to you, just like a domesticated cattle and whatnot that you have. You care for them, you feed them, and in return they give you milk or meat You know, that's what Esau about to do. He about to milk you people for your resources, your money, your energy, you know, so to speak. And you know, they'll provide the universal basic income. They'll give you type of, certain benefits and everything to be a part of that system. But you have to be, in agreement with them. If you're in any type of defiance, they're gonna cut you off, man. And we're seeing it. That's why we continue to speak out against it. All right, reading on. It says the basic idea has outlined for the basic idea he outlined for how a digital cattle system will work effectively thanks to several pieces. UBI, a social credit system that's tied to financial rewards and punishments, a bonus system that sits on top of UBI that gives extra reward for excellent social credit, as well as the education system that locks kids in. Mr. Lindsay, who's been a vocal critic of wokeism in education, added that the key to making the system of digital enslavement work is data. The oligarchs need enough information to know what their cattle needs to keep functioning, but also tons of information to know how to contort and control them into the ideal subjects and consumers their system needs to sustain itself, he said in one post. And the scriptures speak about this damn devil, man. You know, that he tries to heap under him all nations and all people, man. He thinks that he's the most high. All right, this is the pride of this damn devil, man. We're going to read on. It says, Mr. Lindsay said that this network of digital mechanisms of social credit, so like social control, will be stacked against users, rewarding them in extremely fake and meaningless ways, like in video games, while the punishment could be very real. So you don't fly, you don't need travel, you eat bugs and lentils, you turn in your neighbors, you watch propaganda, you take the data harvesting quizzes or play the data harvesting games, etc., and you get social bonus credits above a basic allotment you can sell for perks, he wrote. And he hit it right on the head, man. You know, he was going in. That's not a system we choose to want to be a part of. It says, while Amazon didn't respond to a request for comment on the criticism of its artificial intelligence-powered palm scanning payments service, it is in its announcement that it maintains a high bar for both customer privacy and data security. It says the company says the images taken via the Amazon app are encrypted and sent to a secure area on its cloud server. The photo of users' palms can't be downloaded or saved to a phone, and mobile app includes additional layers of proof detection, the company says. But they can sell your information, man. If they know what's tied to you and that you're purchasing different products, they could easily sell your information so that, these different, based on different categories that you're in, could be marketed different items. We'll finish this out. Closing of the totalitarian circle. Some critics have argued the fear of the Orwellian system of digital enslavement are overblown because there's a slim chance of its adoption, given the public's pushback to progressive phenomena like pushing critical race theory in schools or the foisting of diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI, policies on corporate workers. That's the hope, Mr. Lindsay said when asked for a comment on the view that the bubble of wokeism is a fleeing excess of modern culture and is actually popping. It's only a hope, he cautioned, however. Asks how big the risk is of an Orwellian system of digital enslavement that treats people like digital cattle. Being implemented in the United States, Mr. Lindsay offered hope, but warned of risk. And there is no damn hope, man. The only hope for them, there's no hope for them. The only hope is for us. And that's that the Lord puts a spirit on us and keeps us from the hour of temptation. But we're going to have to make that decision. We're going to, walk away from our jobs. Some might have to walk away from their families. Some might have to, leave the cities, so to speak, man. These are all risks, and these are all the costs that need to be counted when it comes to serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. It says, the risk is real, he said, but I am also optimistic that they've lost the ability to truly implement it if we keep exposing and speaking up about it. And you're not going to be able to offset it because the Lord has already set it in motion. All right, the words of the Lord will not go out void, even though there might be people that try to, offset it or try to defy it. Overall, it's going to be implemented. But as the scriptures say, when he's about to fill his belly, then the Lord is going to cast his ass down, man. Talking about Esau, Edom. It says, if we do nothing, it is certain, however, he added, Michael Wald, a professor at the New York University and a distinguished fellow at Hillsdale College, told the Epoch Times that the promise of convenience, the key benefit articulated by Amazon when introducing this new app, is a lure that draws people into arrangement. And people love comfortability, man. People love leisure. All right, and that's what's going to get a lot of these people, man. It says into arrangements that may not serve their more fundamental interests. The threat of complete digital enslavement will come via offers of convenience and inclusion from the corporate. And that's another thing, peer pressure, man. Social peer pressure. If everybody's doing it, if you the outlier, then, you get scrutinized and people start getting anxiety about that and shit. It says from the corporate appendages of the state, or what I have called governmentalities like Amazon and Google, said Mr. Recton Wald, who's also authored 12 books, including his interests, The Great Reset, and The Struggle for Liberty, Unraveling the Global Agenda. See, these damn devils are trying to, offset, not necessarily offset, but they're definitely being whistleblowers, man. They're telling you of what's going on, and this is what we've been saying, And hey, we all on one of them damn FEMA lists, man. But they don't have the hedge of Yahweh Shema Shah upon them, as we do us. Lord willing, we continue in this truth, man. When it comes down to it, them not taking it or them defying it isn't going to deliver them. But us defying it and trusting in Yahweh Shema Shah will deliver us, man. It says Amazon's palm scanning app is a step in the right direction, or in the direction of digital identity. He continued, adding that the Bank of International Settlements, the Swiss bank financial institution, colloquially, Salakia, damn bug, referred to as the Bank for Central Banks, so it's the big boy bank, has stated that a digital identity scheme is a prerequisite for effective CBDCs, and would also be a prerequisite for the MOTB. The BIS has also admitted that CBDCs allow complete transaction transparency. He said hinging access to money on a digital identity inclusive of a complete profile. One can easily imagine the Orwellian possibilities that would entail. It represents the closing of the totalitarian circle. So, I know that was a lot to read, the water for sticking with it, but, we must know this. We got to go into this information while we still can, and we have an understanding how they're trying to push this so we won't be deceived. The scriptures say we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, and this is the way that he's trying to go. And right now, it might be something that's voluntary, but as we know, and we're going to get into scriptures, it's going to be made mandatory. All right, those that don't get down with the system are going to be, they're going to try to kill them, in various ways. Either kill their image or kill them physically, or thrust their ass from society, man. Okay, so I got this right here. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. And woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." And it's spiritual that they're pushing this on forward, because these are some of the last couple prophecies that need to be fulfilled before we get the fuck up out of here. So they're pushing this. A major company like Amazon is actually pushing this whole hand palm reading thing, which is going to transition, and get people used to having, eventually they're going to, be paying with their hands for real, and they're going to have that C-hip, which is also going to provide their digital ID, because Bill Gates had something called ID 2020. That's where you're going to get your UBI. It's going to become the money, all of that, man. And they're going to place it inside of people. So Esau about to come down with that great wrath, because his time is short, man. All right, but this is a beautiful sign for us because we're waiting for the end. So this devil, it's clear by the looks of it and how they're trying to, they're giving warning, but Esau gonna come down and do it anyway. The Lord is gonna harden his heart, just like he hardened Pharaoh's heart, man. He's gonna make them come after us. He's gonna make them, basically do this so that what he can show his power when he brings them down, man. All right, and we'll finish off here in Revelation 13. We'll go ahead and read it, going into the MOTB. This Revelation chapter 13, and we'll go right to it. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, and that word their mark is charagma, in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. And here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 366. All right, and we know, we read this, over and over and over. All right, this is how they're going to push that MOTB. And the MOTB, once again, is the RFID micro C-hub or the NFC micro C-hub, or it could be a Neuralink brain C-hub, man. But we see that these things actually being put in motion. And we're supposed to be standing upon our watch. So this is major end time prophecy. Well, everybody worried about Diddy, what Diddy got going on. Yeah, it's good that it's coming out. He's being exposed, but hey, Diddy, it ain't no, real salvation for Diddy unless he fully repent, which I doubt he will. His ass fuel for the fire. But there's a chance for us, so we should be watching. Jake out here, worried about the affairs of his life, man. When you should be watching and waiting on Yahweh Shemel Shah. But you got Jake still enamored with the damn world. All right, when they gonna do what they gonna do, but hey, there is punishment for taking that sea-hook, man. You're gonna get tormented with that fire and brimstone. You're gonna be left here and melted, man. You ain't about to be delivered and you took that sea-hook. That's why these damn camps better get with it, man. Because they got blood on their hands. But no need to be long-winded. Lord willing, this is edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Makakudash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.